We're here today in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm visiting the studio of my friend Siglinda Scarpa. She's this amazing Italian powerhouse of a woman.
Hello, cowboy. Hello, people.
You love your cats.
I love my cats. Eh, cowboy, that's all right, cowboy. I sleep with a cowboy every night, you see.
She's a poet, she's a film editor, and she's a potter. Wow, that's heavy.
It's heavy because they are like little ovens.
When you have a whole chicken in there.
Yeah, but you know, they're like small ovens, and that's why they cook so well. When you open up this pot, the chicken in there, it's totally gold and crispy.
So tell me about this design, for example.
I don't know, it just comes from nature, you know, the vines are beautiful, grapes are beautiful, you know. Life is just absolutely beautiful and fragile, and so I don't even mind the fact that they can break, you know.
Because it's lived, right? It's
I mean, that's the way life is, you know. It's, so enjoy it when you have it and try to make the best of it instead of destroying. You know?
And luckily, if this one breaks, we have more from Siglinda, even though each piece is unique. They're so beautiful.
Yes.
So what are we making today, Siglinda?
We are making a pasta with ciccioli d'oca.
So Siglinda, tell me about this recipe that we're making. Where does it come from?
From the north of Italy, from Piemonte. And normally we would use wild mushrooms, but of course we don't have them here. I used to go and pick wild mushroom every spring and every fall, you know.
The morels.
The morels, the porcini.
And today
we are using portobello mushrooms.
There's a huge controversy about cleaning mushrooms. Some people actually wash them, right? Which
No, I can't do it.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, because they already don't have a lot of flavor and a lot of perfume. You know, those are the best we can find, pretty much.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful mushrooms, but they don't really have a lot of perfume.
We're going to take these mushrooms and the onions and put them all together with what you call the goose confit.
Ciccioli d'oca.
Ciccioli d'oca, much prettier, right? And we call it a confit of goose, which means that it's preserved in its own fat. And now this is a goose that you've completely boned. And then you've chopped up the meat and fried the skin really crisp and in its own fat. And then you've poured that all back over into the pot. So how long do you keep this in the refrigerator?
For a year.
A year?
Oh, yeah.
Confit like this, okay.
Yeah.
And there's a layer of goose fat on top, right?
On top that preserves it. And you see I dig in the corners and then I set the fat on top again, and
you can just eat off of it.
You can take it out, you can use it with hot bread and polenta, you can make risotto, you can make pasta as we're doing today.
Okay, that sounds great. I can't wait to cook that up.
Taste this.
Wow, so tender. So normally we would use the bigger pasta, like the rigatoni, right? But today, what are we using? These are
conchiglie, little conchiglie, piccole conchiglie.
Little shells?
Yes.
All right, and you put the parsley in there?
I put the parsley in here and a little bit of thyme.
The smell just gets richer and richer.
Yes.
So here we have it, the pasta with
ciccioli d'oca,
the goose confit. So delicious.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Thank you so much for having us, Siglinda.
Thank you for being here.